Karen Smith here, Master Strong First Instructor. Today we're going to be focusing on how to handle your kettlebell with care. And what I mean by that is how do we keep you safe from the pickup to the set down of your kettlebell for given skills. So I'm not necessarily going to be teaching you how to do kettlebell exercises today, but I am going to teach you how to pick up and set the bell down or how to hold the bell for various exercises so that you stay safe and injury-free. So where do we start? For most people, they go over to a pile of kettlebells and they pick it up really without thinking about the technique. So I want you to think about your technique from the start. So if I were to come and select a bell, I need to pick it up as if I were going to do a deadlift. No matter how light, how heavy, this is a way to keep your back safe. So when you approach the bells, go ahead and think about your deadlift stance, hinge, reach for your bell, and move it. This way, no matter where you want to work out, you can pick your bell up safely and move it to whatever position that you're going to do your work in. So that's the first thing. Same thing when you set it back down. You're going to carry it back to the pile and you're going to hinge at the hips with a nice flat back, neutral spine, and set your bell down. Next would be the Turkish get-up. How do we move the bell or pick the bell up from the ground for that skill, and how do we transfer it to the other side? So first thing you need to think about is where your bell's at. It's going to be by your side. You're going to lay on your back and turn into fetal position. Grip the bell with one hand. This is going to be the working hand. And then grip with the other hand to bring it to the rack, to the chest. And then press. Make sure your shoulder's nice and tight. And then you're going to pull back down and roll back over. This is what's going to keep your elbow the safest. We never want to see a bell cross over the body or just to drop the bell out like this. This is going to be bad for your elbow. So, fetal position, pull in, and same thing when you return. Now, if you want to switch from one side to the other, you need to do what's called a halo. So we take the bell, we halo it around the head, and it's ready to go to the other side. The other option would be to get up and just turn your body around for the bell. So that's two skills. The next would be, how do you hold the bell in the rack position? So first you would have to know how to clean the bell, which we're not necessarily covering today, but I'll be happy to send you guys videos on that later. But for right now, how do you hold the bell in the rack position? So what I would want you guys to start with, if you do not know how to do cleans, is to do what's called a cheek clean. You grip the bell with two hands and bring it to the rack. The rack position is very, very important position because it's a progression to all the other exercises. So if you're pressing, you're doing jerks, you're doing push pressing, you're doing windmills. So there's a lot of different positions that you'll start here. So what I want you to think about is your elbow should be attached to your rib cage. Nice, straight, vertical forearm, and then a straight wrist. Ladies, I want you to think about the position being outside of your chest, so thumb towards your bra strap. This is the safest. We should never set a bell on breast tissue, so make sure it's out to the side. For guys, you can be a little more center, midline of your body. So rack position, and then safely set it back down. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is setting the bell down after each rep. I want you to remember that you have to finish a rep as if you have one more rep in you. What I mean by that is don't just drop the bell to the ground. So I would never want to just drop the bell down if I were done with cleans. I would want to make sure that I re-hike and then safely let it come forward in a pendulum. So hopefully those help you guys. Read through the article, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, and have a great day.